Okay, the all-important G chord in this lesson, and this is, I think, of all the simple chords that people learn when playing guitar, I call this the most controversial one because of the different ways that it can be played. You will see in a chord book, or many guitar teachers that you go to will tell you to play a G chord like this, leaving the little finger out and playing the notes in this way. Now, there are very limited times when I will play a G chord in that way, but only if I want my little finger to do something up here on perhaps the treble E string or the B string or something. Otherwise, I will always play the G chord leaving the index finger out and using these three fingers on the strings. There are very good reasons for this. To play it this way, using that little finger, and I think, let me think, up to now we haven't used the little finger in any chord, but we're going to this time. We're going to learn to play the G chord the right way the first time. And so your middle finger goes just behind the second fret of the A string or fifth string. Your ring finger goes just behind the third fret of the bass E string or sixth string, and your little finger goes just behind the third fret of the treble E or first string. I'll show you very quickly why it's better to play the G this way. Better than probably 70% of the time when you're playing a G, the next chord you're going to go to in a song, if you're accompanying a voice or even if you're playing an instrumental, is going to be a C chord. Now remember our C chord? There's our C chord. There's our G chord if I play it this way. C, G, C, G. See how little movement that is? Remember the muscle memory lesson that I gave early on about keeping the relationship between strings and fingers as much as possible? If we're playing our G like that, in order to move to our C chord, these two fingers are locked in the same relationship and they simply move down one finger. The little finger's lifted off and the index finger, which is hovering around there anyway, is put on the first fret of the B string. Now we've got our C. So we've got that little movement like that. Instead of going from a G like this, which requires the whole hand to turn around. Every single note changes. Every single finger changes. Stupid. So you play the G this way and your movement to your C is so much simpler. The other thing is, if you're not going to a C after the G, it could be that you're going to go to a D. Now our D is over here. And you think, okay, well that doesn't seem like there's a lot of commonality, but there is. Look, these two fingers of our G chord, same relationship down to the first and second strings. And then that one just has to come down, so can you see how those two fingers, they haven't really changed position relative to each other. All they've done is move down the strings. Okay?